EA Sports, within the game. Yeah, that was a heck of a pass. I mean, you could just hear that ball sizzling in the air.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Buccaneers and the boys under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin joined by Charles Davis up in the booth for the first week of the 2022 NFL season. A great game awaiting us in this primetime showdown, CD. You've got two teams with eyes on going to and winning a Super Bowl here this season. Week one, these two getting together. Cowboys, Tampa Bay should be a lot of fun.
They thought that they could win it all last year, got to the playoffs, and were eliminated by teams that really figured heavily in the Super Bowl contention. Let's go ahead and start with Dallas. They ended up losing at home to San Francisco, who went to the NFC title game against the Rams, who beat Tampa in the playoffs and then won it all. Excellent quarterbacks, top-notch coaching staffs, and big-time dreams of getting back to the Super Bowl.
This one fielded at the 5. Tampa Bay's offense set to take the field, and of course at quarterback, 23-year veteran who's had a Hall of Fame career several times over, the great Tom Brady.
For 1 month, many people thought they had seen the end of the greatest quarterback career in league history. Of course, there were others who expected Tom Brady to come back, and he did so 40 days later for a 23rd NFL season. Leading the league in completions, yards, and touchdowns at age 44, he showed that he's as good as ever. But of course, losing in the divisional round, not the way he wanted to go out in his final game. For TB12, it's Lombardi trophies or bust.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. On on the ground. This is Leonard Fournette. And his defense able to plug him up there as they get a yard to the 35. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now Brady. He completes this to Russell Gage. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. A lot of hype, of course, going into this one with the Cowboys and the Bucs. They met last year in the season opener. Remember, that was the night they raised the banner in Tampa. It was also Dak Prescott's comeback game, and the Bucs wound up winning 31-29 on a late Ryan Succop field goal. Really good game that was. But these two teams were also the 2 best offenses in the NFL last year. The Cowboys gaining 18 more yards over the course of the season than the number 2 Bucs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Bernard. Room here to run. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, they'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing, Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Prescott now. Oh, he pulls over it. Fights through and now a crease. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they go to work on a first and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. Flushed, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Prescott from the gun. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
It's caught. Tolbert. 11 yards, but still not enough. Fourth down.
Nice job understanding the situation. Third and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a fourth down.
The kick by Maher is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Schultz. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. To throw again on second down. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Well, we often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead at 10-7. Defensively getting the interception, navigating his for the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
What you waiting for? Are you ready?
Week 1 of the National Football League, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bucs and the Boys on Sunday night.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined by Charles Davis up in the booth for the first week of the 2022 NFL season. A great game awaiting us in this primetime showdown, CD. You've got two teams with eyes on going to and winning a Super Bowl here this season. Week 1, these two getting together. Cowboys, Tampa Bay should be a lot of fun.
They thought that they could win it all last year, got to the playoffs, and were eliminated by teams that really figured heavily into Super Bowl contention. Let's go ahead and start with Dallas. They ended up losing at home to San Francisco, who went to the NFC title game against the Rams, who beat Tampa in the playoffs and then won it all. Both these teams have excellent quarterbacks, top-notch coaching staffs, and big-time dreams of getting back to the Super Bowl.
It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Well, for a little bit, we thought his story had concluded, but not to be. Here's Tom Brady in his 23rd NFL season, leading the Bucs offense out once again.
Well, we've all seen what Tom Brady can do on a football field for a couple of decades now. But how about his most impressive accomplishment? Moving to a different franchise and taking them to a Super Bowl title as well. Not many players can continually stiff-arm Father Time the way that he has.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Inside handoff down to Fournette. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Not the graphic that this fan base wants to see week 1, Charles. They were hoping to see key acquisitions, some bright spots. Instead, we're talking about injuries, preseason injuries that have guys missing here in this one.
And even in today's football, where everyone does their best to try and have their starters ready for week 1, guys still have to practice. They still have to train, and injuries do crop up. You're exactly right about that, though, Brandon. None of the people supporting this team want to see that graphic on the screen at the start of this game.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. Completes it again to Gage. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now a carry for Bernard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now they'll throw with Brady. On the screen, Bernard.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Brady on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now brings up fourth down. Succop's kick is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Fielded right around the 8. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Cowboys taking the field on offense, and for a 7th season, it's Dak Prescott who brings them out.
And not only was it great to see Dak Prescott make his return in 2021, it's even better to see him playing the best ball of his career. He didn't lead Dallas to just a division title and its best record in 6 years. Dallas also led the league in yards and points, the first time it has led in both since 1971.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Prescott. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run it here with Brown. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Fournette, a first down carry. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Up the gun, Fournette. Taken down at the 30. A lot of hype, of course, going into this one with the Cowboys and the Bucs. They met last year in the season opener. Remember, that was the night they raised the banner in Tampa. It was also Dak Prescott's comeback game, and the Bucs wound up winning 31-29 on a late Ryan Succop field goal. Really good game that was. But these two teams were also the 2 best offenses in the NFL last year. The Cowboys gaining 18 more yards over the course of the season than the number 2 Bucs. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Here's Bernard. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, here's Bernard. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now Brady. This is caught. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape for 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, his first rushing touchdown on the year, and they are able to add on to their advantage. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Ryan Succop on for the point after. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
A first down throw for Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. That ends up pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Holding defense.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the
Penalty
decline.
Suck up for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. Remember we talked about that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, he still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot. Touchdown! Mike Evans as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Matthew Stafford with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. From there, we'll make the trek east to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. Alvin Kamara, a touchdown run in the victory. And finally, what a kickoff to Monday Night Football. Russell Wilson's first game as a Bronco, and it's in Seattle to wrap up Week 1. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the third and fourth quarters. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
First down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. And he'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 and the 36. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Charles, a well-drawn-up play, beautifully executed, and look at the scoreboard and where we're at in the second half. They are on their way to a 1-0 start to this season.
Exactly what every team in the league dreams of, winning your season opener, getting off to that good start, and building confidence for the rest of the season.
Extra point try now for Succop. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Succop for the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Inside give to Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. From the 44, Prescott. Tolbert hauls in the out route. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. There's Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Prescott down. And his throw here's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On 1st down, Bernard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Prescott on 1st down. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Draw play. Elliott. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on first. He finds his target. It's Schultz. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Back to Elliott, and he's got him again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Prescott yet again. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Bucs, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.